Today, I'm going to be showing you how to install the bumpers on a C2. We've already gotten the engine bay all done and back together, and I had these off because I had to take all the brackets off and then the grill out to get everything that was inside of here, and it just got a little in depth, but it was just more, well, it was a lot easier to get to. So we've got two bolts that go through here. We've got a bolt that goes through here, and we got a bolt that goes in here in the fender. And what I've done is I put a bunch of masking tape around it because you can see where it was before. There is a bracket on the inside of here, and we can line up the hole right there. You can kind of see it. So that's going to be our challenge, is getting that lined up without scratching all of our paint in the process. So what I'm thinking I'm going to try to do, so what my plan is this. I'm going to put one of the two bolts through the bottom here, so it'll almost swivel. And part of this is we don't want to bang up the chrome either. Maybe. Go through that one. Alright, so I'll line up this top hole. I'm keeping my hand over the side where the masking tape is. So I don't want it to scratch all over the paint. I feel like I've got this one almost lined up. So I got this kind of hanging on this one. I'm trying. There we go. Alright, so we got that one in, just a couple threads in there, just to get it to hold in place without falling down and damaging the chrome and or damaging the paint. So So now, what I'm going to try and do is try and get this to line up a little bit better. Not want to go in any further. Use a screwdriver there to try and line them up a little bit more. Don't know if that's all the way, but just enough. So just enough to thread through to put it in place. Now, for some reason, the head of the bolt is 5/8, but the nut is 11/16. Doesn't make sense to me, but all right. Don't need it too tight. Leave that there. We got the bolt on in here, right where this bracket comes out. The next problem is this, is getting that hole to line up with the hole in the fiberglass, as well as the hole in the metal bracket. I know you probably can't see it very well, but it's this bracket right here. It has a little angle, and so it sits flush against the inside of this. Like needs to go in. The other end of this bracket comes in and bolts to the frame, and I'm gonna, they're already kind of loose, but I'm going to loosen them up a little bit more. Still trying to get this thing to line up. And what I've done is there's 2 bolts in the bracket where it goes to the frame. I've taken one bolt out, pretty much ready to take them both out, but it's just, you're fighting it to get it to line up. If I take that other bolt out, the thing's going to fall down, and there it goes. This might almost be the easier way to do it, but we'll see. I don't know, the bracket's kind of just hanging. Put one bolt in. Just a couple threads, just to hold it in place, because I need to get this I'm going to take out this bolt. And that will help us get lined up. So what I'm struggling with is I need to get this straight, but I need to get this one doesn't want to go any further over to line up with this bumper right there. I'm having a hard time getting that thing to go in, so we're going to keep plugging away at it here. That might have been it right there. There we go. Yeah, it's... Alright. So... This is the one that you really can't move around too much, just because of the way it's sitting with the bracket sandwiching the bumper in the fiberglass in between, and you really don't want to be bouncing this thing all over the place. You're just gonna scratch your paint. So good. Got that in. Got my 2 bolts back in here. There's our bracket here. Put those back in. Go. Got that one in. Tighten that bolt up a little bit more. I'm not going to tighten it down all the way. Just going to get it almost all the way there. So that bolt is in. You can see it right in there. And I've still got the other bolt down here that I need to put in. That one has moved a little bit, so we're gonna use our screwdriver to try and get this thing to slide a little bit over. Hope that bolt will go in. And again, I don't listen to my own advice. I tighten that up too much before. Well, this one can probably be tightened the rest of the way because I want to bring that bracket back just enough. Okay. Still not wanting to go. There we go. That's what I needed. Okay. Now, tighten this one up in the front again. Oh, wrong direction. Now, I'm going to go ahead and pull this tape off. We don't need it anymore. Bumper's in place. but it's worth putting the tape on there because you're gonna hate yourself because you didn't take the time to put it on. I cannot get that in there, can I? Alright. Yeah, much better. I'm not gonna make that one super tight. So I don't want to mess with that. And then last thing, tighten up those two bolts down there for holding that bracket on. That bracket comes to here. That bracket's the one that comes to the front middle of the bumper. Okay. Nail right there's done. This up here is tight. There we go, all tight. Got all my brackets on, got my bumper on. That's it. Now, just repeat the process on the other side, and you're all done.